I have no slides, but what I'll do is share with everyone. So I will be talking about some of the trends in recruitment during these uncertain times. As we all know, it's different now. I will also share with you how Q2 is managing what I call the now normal. But before I begin, let me introduce my company. So Q2 is the leading fully integrated HR solutions provider in the Philippines. We are in the business of uplifting lives in the human resources space. We are HR solutions in one place. We have close to about 4,000 employees, of whom 160 are organic. We operate nationwide, and our headquarters is based in Salcedo Village, Makati City. We are the exclusive partner of Randstad in the Philippines. Randstad is a global leader in the HR services industry in the world. We are proud to be celebrating our 20th year this September 8th, 2020. So our core services include executive search and placement, traditional job contracting and managed service, background checks and references, HR consulting, including psychometric assessments, learning and development, organization design and development, recruitment process outsourcing, incubation of business through a build, operate, transfer model, and learning experience platform and technology. So let me start by sharing with you some of the trends that we are seeing in the industry. So number one, with many companies shutting down and OFWs being repatriated, there is an oversupply of labor. So repurposing and redeployment of workers in certain industries hit by the pandemic, such as entertainment, hospitality, airlines, cruise ships, is now more challenging than before. This is due to either a logistical problem and limited access to transportation to take them to the workplace, or a skills mismatch. There are just skills that are very specific to an industry and are difficult to move across another sector. Many industries are facing an uncertain future, and therefore, they are being cautious and have put recruitment activities on hold. This includes industries like the BPO, the business process outsourcing, which has been a staple source of revenue for the past several years. Companies have been forced to shut down, and joblessness soared to 17.7% in April, with at least 7.3 million Filipinos having no jobs, mostly as a result of one of Asia's strictest lockdowns to curb the outbreak. Number two, due to the lockdown and very limited public transportation, companies have no choice but to require their employees to work from home. So additional recruitment and employment criteria now actually include things like internet access and good Wi-Fi coverage at home. Number two, conducive home work environment. 3, noise canceling gadgets and apps. And lastly, strong self-management and self-motivation, and requiring proof that the candidate can self-regulate. I have also seen a movement towards localized recruitment drives, i.e., easily accessible without public transport, for those companies that require their workforce to come into the workplace, especially for the manufacturing sector. It's hard for them to work from home. They have to go to to the factory. Thirdly, this pandemic has given rise to technology tools and portals to help job seekers look for employment opportunities. So virtual platforms are now the norm in recruitment. This means candidates would need to differentiate themselves to stand out from the crowd. People are upskilling to broaden their job opportunities through online courses. There has been a surge of freelance workers in various disciplines that we've seen. Companies will need extra resources to help identify the right candidates due to the surge of unemployment leading to more applications. And digitizing CVs is a trend that will continue to rise. And I predict that video CV will be the new norm and will be a differentiator. So, how does Q2 navigate this now normal, you may ask? As Helen Keller once said, a bend in the road is not the end of the road, unless you fail to make the turn. I truly believe that in every crisis, there is an opportunity. So here's a short story of survival. Like most companies, we at Q2 were affected by the suddenness of the change in working environment, such as no face-to-face meetings, people having to work from home, clients putting their requirements on hold and laying off people, early termination of client contracts. So what did we do as a company? We had to align our tactical approach and plans based on government rules that kept changing and still continue to change up to now. We focused on things that we could control. I called it our 3 C's. First C, converting contracts to revenue. Second C, controlling costs and expenses. Third C, managing cash. As well as we all know, cash is king. So ensuring we billed accurately and collected on time. Our people were feeling insecure about safety and job security, so we communicated with them very, very regularly. We rallied everyone and leaned on our set of 5 core values, which really spoke to us during this crisis. So never has create positive impact, embodying malasakit, have grit, being grateful, and be innovative been so relevant as it served as a compass and our guiding principles during this very challenging time. We are a company that embraces change, and we take pride in being able to adapt. This pandemic has been able to let us walk the talk. I think we all can agree that there has been a drastic change, a dramatic change in the way people are currently living their lives. Work is not immune to these changes, and businesses cannot afford to be bystanders and expect things to go back to normal if they want to survive. So in Q2, we believe that customer centricity is a critical factor for success. We always need to keep ourselves relevant and must constantly adapt to the changing needs of our clients, as well as the current economic and physical environment. It's only through understanding how our clients have changed their needs, methods, and processes that we can add value to them. So we in Q2 put a lot of focus on our clients. In the past, technology allowed companies to be ahead of the game. Now, technology is a prerequisite for survival. Q2 has always viewed technology as a partner, and we've invested in various digital and social media platforms to enable us to accelerate growth sustainably. Lastly, recruitment in general has experienced incremental changes over the years. However, due to this crisis, the time frame has been condensed to a few months, and the change has been and continues to be dramatic. I would like to end with a quote from Charles Darwin. It is not the strongest of the most intelligent or the most intelligent who will survive, but those who can best manage change. Thank you, and good afternoon to all of you.